Because when you get to that moment when you've got a gun in your mouth, sitting in your fucking Bentley, and with 13 zeros in your bank account, you don't give a fuck.
What about people, who do you think about, like, I think nowadays everyone wants to be famous. Yeah, everyone wants
people like the thought of it,
yeah.
but it's fucking work.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, it sounds good on paper.
Right. And just to hear.
100%, it sounds good on paper. You know what's funny? People will say it, but this is actually back to the first fucking part of this. People will say it, but they actually don't mean it in their head. Actually, I think more people hold themselves back than think they can actually do it.
Yeah.
I think there's more people that can actually do it.
Become rich or famous.
Or just happy. Like, when I hear rich and famous now, it was funny, you just said those two words, and literally in my head I'm like, happy. Because you know this now too. And there's unlimited motherfuckers who are rich and famous and are unhappy as fuck. Sad as shit. Money and fame expose you. They speed up the process.
Life.
Period. If you're happy, you're about to get real fucking happy. If you're sad, you're about to get real fucking sad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. You are not guaranteed happiness with money. Okay.
And you know how it is. I get these comments constantly. People are like, okay, bet, but I'd rather be crying in my Bentley. And I laugh at that shit. I'm like, cause you don't understand. Because when you get to that moment when you've got a gun in your mouth, sitting in your fucking Bentley, and with 13 zeros in your bank account, you don't give a fuck. People don't have empathy for other people, they don't know. The biggest issue is not having, like, where people get caught is not having anything or having too much. They're the same side of the coin. 100%. Yeah, but like, if you're not positive for yourself, it's pretty much a wrap. And the biggest thing I try to tell people that are like, when they hear that, they hit me up. Sometimes I get an interesting DM, they're like, yo, you tell me not to listen to anybody else, but what if I'm telling myself I'm a piece of shit? And like, the answer to that always is, you aren't. Somebody put that in your fucking head and you accepted it. Your pessimistic father put that in your head. Your older sister who hates life put that in your head. Somebody instilled that shit in your head. The second you realize that you don't hate yourself, somebody else put that in your head, the second you start carving that shit out of your brain, like some cancer. If you are shitting on yourself, that is not your natural state. You are not born or built to actually think you fucking suck. You don't. You've actually parroted, you know, a parrot, like Johnny, you know that thing? You've parroted somebody else's voice. So many of you, unfortunately, are in ecosystems of family members and people close to you who've built insecurity in you from the get, and I am here to fucking take it out. I am here to take it out. My friend, you don't fucking suck. You're fucking awesome. You need to carve that shit out of your brain.